Hey! Is this not why you were here?
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Hood Rats podcast, the most underrated, underprivileged, and undocumented podcast. So, to my right, the guy that makes it all happen, the one and only Louis, and then of course, your co-host right here, Alex. What up? What's up?
What's up, brother? This has been a very, very interesting week. We have a bunch of cool stuff we're gonna talk about. I heard that if you cuss the first 20 minutes of the podcast, he demonetize you, but we're not demonetized. But
I don't think I cuss, right?
No. I'm saying I said stuff instead of saying the other word that I usually say good shite. But I'm trying to get used to saying like
good stuff.
Yeah, good
work.
stuff. Hooray! Because eventually we will be monetized. Right now we can say shit, but I want to get used to saying not cussing in general. Cussing in general sounds
I think not. I think
vulgar.
cussing in general, you would have to bleep it out because a lot of people, like if you watch like Raw Talk with Bradley Martin or like the Chicos Toxicos, they don't beep it out, but they'll just like remove it. Yeah.
On the full
podcast. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh damn! Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. So we should practice.
We should practice not.
So if you because they probably market it to kids, no?
Nah, just I guess a monetization thing.
Oh, okay. Well then, good stuff. Good stuff. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Very interesting
week.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting week today. Well, I think we should first talk about. We talk about soccer a lot. We should talk about the Argentina. Fuck soccer. Yeah. Right.
Skip that.
Screw soccer. You bunch of pussy fags.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, fuck soccer. Nah, fuck soccer. Fuck Brazil. Fuck Argentina. The one thing that I thought was funny that
soccer related.
Yeah, Argentina. You know how they're very vulgar with like their chants and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you hear the chant after they beat Argentina?
Nah, I really didn't watch any of the qualifiers.
Nah, but what was on my feed that they were chanting. Whatever. Let's have a moment of silence for Brazil, and then the crowd would quiet.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
So and they're like, Rafinha, this is for you. This is a moment of silence for you. And then they'll stay quiet for a couple seconds, not the full minute. And that I thought was
that's pretty cold, Loki.
That and then last year's your Mbappe's mom's from Cameroon, his dad's from Nigeria.
Those were a little bit more controversial in the public eye.
And then even the kids, bro. Have you seen the kids getting interviewed?
I've seen some of the kids and they have chants in like their backyard, bro. Some stuff.
Which honestly, brother, it warms my heart. that like this, like I went to Mexico a couple years ago. My cousin's kid, my nephew technically. He's like in middle school, 11 or 12, and he was like, bro. He was telling us he speaks English and Spanish, but he's mostly like Mexican because he grew up in the ranch. Not really, he grew up in America, but spent all the time in the ranch on summers. And he was like talking about something like, oh yeah, that's gay. Like, oh, this generation still uses like, and then you're playing with your brother, like this generation still has potential to not be fucking pussy.
Like in
Disneyfied.
Like in the, what do you call it? Like in the Mexico games, how they stop the game after everybody says, puto.
Yeah.
They actually stopped the game a few times on, when was it? On Thursday, I believe. Yeah.
For the Canada?
Game.
Really?
I believe so, yeah.
Damn, yeah, they're Latino in general because Argentina, not Argentina.
Yeah, Latinos in general.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and Spanish people too.
You fucking tell it. I feel like, especially in moments like that where people would call el desmadre, the more you tell a Hispanic person or a Latino not to do it, the more they're gonna do it, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Especially when you're a group of people.
And plus at the same time, I mean, I really don't understand what FIFA doesn't get. A lot of these people, they're also drunk.
Yeah, they made it. You crossed the problem.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like talking to a brick wall in a way.
Yeah. Also, they don't care. They want the attention. I think FIFA, the organization, has to save face. Like, oh, okay, we're trying to stop this racism, and they always put like, Real Madrid against racism or no racism like at the end of the thing, and it's like,
and the freaking players be fighting on the field.
Yeah. And then they're having chants. Mbappe's mom from Nigeria, his dad's from Cameroon, and then a bunch of other stuff that we can't say because we will get demonetized prematurely.
Hey, did you talk kind of like straying away from that? Did you see that they're gonna remake Malcolm in the Middle?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be gay though.
You think so?
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the whole
climate
cast is there.
Yeah, but this climate is gonna be.
You think so?
Yeah, like Michael Scott. What's his name? What's Michael Scott's name? What's the actor's name? 40-year-old virgin. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell said because Office came out early 2005 to like 2012, I think, it was last season 9, and they're like, oh, you couldn't make The Office again today because certain comments. And Malcolm in the Middle was like that. It had like the old school version of race, and then like sexual. So the mom's gonna be a hardworking, a boss lady. The dad's gonna be a stay-at-home on disability.
Imagine he brings his Breaking Bad character.
Oh, imagine he's joking. It's a universe. If they make,
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be episodes where they're gonna reference that.
They have to. Yeah, they have to. Because that's gonna be like an Easter egg, and that's gonna boost ratings. But it's not gonna be as good as the original because of the climate. That's what I think.
I think. Well, I mean, I've yet to see it.
What's out?
No, I've yet to like see like who's gonna basically produce it and who's gonna be like in charge of like creating. I guess you could say the script and kind of like the plot. But I mean, from the looks of it, they're just gonna make a 4-parter, so it's only gonna be 4 episodes. I guess they're just gonna kind of like test the waters to see if it's something that's gonna stick, or if it's something that people are actually gonna tune in to watch. I mean, the only iffy part, of course, it's under Disney. But at the same time, though, it's kind of, I don't know if Disney might change things or not, because, I mean, we were also in shock, bro, when Disney took over Deadpool. You get me? Because that was like a rated M for mature type movie, right? So, I don't know. I guess they're going to go with the 4-parter just to see how it goes. Yeah. I mean, I think most people are excited because of the fact that the whole cast is there, basically, except for Dewey. So he's actually going to be replaced with another actor. But other than that, all the originals are going to be there. All the originals.
Is it going to be the kid from the other show? The little short kid?
I'm not sure what his name is. But, of course, they're adults. So it's going to be... what's his name? Apparently, his name is... The actor's name is Caleb Ellsworth Clark.
Because there's one kid... He's
actually going to be replacing Eric Sullivan. I believe that's the original actor of that. I believe that's the original actor that played Dewey.
The okay, it's not. Let me see, because I think the middle. It's another show that the kid looks exactly like
Dewey.
Exactly. He has a condition.
Could be.
The middle. What's his name? The guy.
His name is Eric. No, his name is Caleb Ellsworth Clark.
Never mind. But I'm thinking of him. Atticus Schaefer. Who looks kind of like Dewey. He's a grown man now. Yeah. But he was on a show.
Similar?
Almost fucking...
the duplicate?
Yeah, because it was like, there's 3 of them. The parents, there's middle class, or like lower middle class. No, working class family. They're struggling. It was kind of raunchy. Not as good as Malcolm in the Middle. Malcolm in the Middle was like the original. Yeah. But if they stick to like the old school like raunchiness of Malcolm in the Middle, it'll succeed because of nostalgic value.
I think, I mean, either way, it's just going to be kind of like a test run from the looks of it. Yeah. It's only going to be like a 4-parter. So I guess depending on how that goes, they're going to carry on with the show, or they're just going to stop it right there. Because they're remaking a bunch of stuff, bro. They also are on the verge of remaking the Power Rangers as well.
Oh, but that was always kind of like woke-ish, no? No, the yellow one was Asian and the black ranger was black.
Yeah, so that's kind of like what I was trying to get to, like when we were talking about the car. I mean, when we were at the car, when we were in the car, you know how we were talking about like how, you know, certain things flop, and apparently like the movie that they made, not Disney itself, but like the Power Rangers did under Saban, did in 2017 with Becky G and stuff.
She was fine.
Apparently that one flopped, bro, because of the fact that, of course, there was sponsorships, which was a big thing, which I don't know if you noticed or if you saw the movie or maybe some scenes that they pushed Krispy Kreme donuts a lot. Yeah. That was like a big thing. Yeah. And then second of all, it's like a lot of people were complaining about is that since people, like going back to what you were saying about hitting the original audience, like it was stuck between hitting the original audience with like cheesy cinematography, like jumps, flips, explosions or whatever. But it was also trying to push like new age, you know, CGI. You get me, with like the robotic looking suit and like trying to, and like you mentioned, like trying to put more of a kind of like adult type of approach into like the actual series or like the film at that time. But the thing is, like, that doesn't really work out, because like you don't really have like a main concept or like a main idea that you're trying to push, because it's like you can't get too graphic because it's not kid-like. Yeah. And you don't want to get like too kid-like, because then you can't really market to the older audience that probably is the original hardcore. Crew. Yeah, exactly. The hardcore original fans of like the series. So that's kind of like always like a big problem. You get me? So it's like you mentioned, like you can't like I guess like at that time like you don't know like exactly who to market to, and then maybe with like some of like you mentioned like the climate and like the wokeness and whatever fuck else is going on in Hollywood, it's like what way do you push?
I mean, whatever happens with Michael Demiro and Transformers, they can't do worse than Snow White. Right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's one of those films that super flop, bro. It overtook Dumbo, which was the movie that was the worst
flop,
one, the most previous flop, and now it's like really down there.
Like almost $250 million in like loss.
Yeah, I mean,
200 million as they're down.
I mean, first of all, going back to what we just said about like the Disney stuff, the wokeness, man, like the whole changing the characters for a different ethnicity, like we mentioned a few episodes ago, we talked about like the Spider-Man and how they changed the Osborns to a different ethnicity, right? And then this ethnicity, like, you know, as fucked up as it sounds, and you know, it's me being honest with you. Like, if you look at the old Grimm Brothers tales, like Snow White is as white as snow, right? Like her tone, the way that she looks is because she was white, right? Like I believe the Grimms kind of described her as very pale with like super reddish lips, the color of an apple, something along those lines, right? Something because it's an old fairy tale, bro.
Yeah.
And so you kind of take that out and you need to kind of like incorporate new elements, right? So now she's Snow White because she survived the snowstorm. You get me? And like you slowly start destroying.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
That's
like,
why she's Snow White.
Yeah, that's why she's Snow White. So you slowly start kind of deteriorating like the story, right? And then like, of course, you have her talking about how she is now becoming kind of like a standalone character where she doesn't really need a prince. You get me? And I mean, if you don't really need a prince, then the story kind of falls apart because then she bites the apple and then what? She falls asleep forever.
Yeah.
You get me? So it's like a lot of the things that like that they were taking away, like small pieces, bro, like in the bigger picture, like they fuck up the whole story. Like they really do fuck up the whole story. And then at the same time, I mean, yeah, like they're giving the girl or the actress Rachel Zegler a lot of like problems and a lot of, I guess you could say, negative feedback, and they're bashing her and like really coming after her because, as you mentioned in the car, she was of course the face of like this, like the tale or like the film, but at the same time, like the idea was brought to you by Disney. Like at the end of the day, like the Disney is the one that was creating this concept of like, hey, like we're gonna create like a Rambo like fucking Snow White, right? And well, when you're bringing these characters to life, then like you kind of have to like when you're marketing, bro, you have to kind of like push what exactly it's gonna be part of the tale. And that's why she was all like, oh yeah, well this story is about Snow White, that she didn't need a prince, and that it's like a badass character, almost like if they're trying to create like a Robin Hood out of Snow White, bro.
Yeah, she was brave. She was like, oh yeah, this movie was written in 1937 and it shows it was made in 1937 because she needs a man or whatever. And then her and Gal Gadot, like, she's not gonna need anybody to save her. And they're so proud of it. Very fucking. They even made the little, and she doesn't need anybody. You know what they should have done? To replace the apple with the vaccine and made her autistic to fulfill like the full. She's woman. She's Colombian, person of color, minority. Have her have autism disability and push vaccines. That's the fucking hat trick of woke.
I mean, you could have fucking even got it even more darker. I mean, she's Colombian. Think about that. She's Snow White. There's some snow. You feel me? Connecting the dots.
Pablito. She's Pablito's granddaughter.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's right there. Yeah. Right.
Add a gun, bro.
Add a gun. If you're already
some explosions, maybe.
If you're already going for woke, introduce the vaccines. Make her autistic. Make her. She's already Colombian. She's already a woman, which is already a disability. Make her trans. She, her, they, or whatever, or they, them. And then add fucking Aaron, the fucking plumber, catch a fade with that bitch. Bro, there's speaking of Aaron the plumber, I don't know why we're on his dick so much, but
he's funny, bro.
He's funny. There's a video of him on like a dating show with some other black guy who was like a gangster or something.
Oh yeah, I believe I've seen that.
And then there's a white chick comes out with the yellow dress, and then I guess she had the shit stain like on her dress, and they told her to do a 360. I guess she had a fat ass. Yeah. And she did a 360.
And I started cracking up.
And then I think they told her to do a 360 or do a 180 and to stop. And then they stop. And she does it. No, I think she's like, do another 360. She does it. and they see the fucking
The
stain,
stain,
and they're
yeah.
on the fucking ground cracking up.
You know, I seen that.
What the fuck? I mean, it's like what's the checks and balance? Like, how do you get to that far to record with the shit stain? No one tells you, like, hey, like
It's all show, bro.
she's a ghetto bitch. She probably take the bus there. Like, no one's like, hey, what's the smell? And you take the hint, or the bus driver didn't like, hey, you shit yourself.
You have a stain.
I don't know. That's funny. He's funny. And,
Yeah,
then,
he's
and then
funny.
he was trying to catch a fade with the IHOP fucking lady, or like she's
When he was on the phone, no?
yeah, and she's like, I gave you $100. You gave me $30. Get all my fucking receipt. So he would catch a fade with anybody,
You don't care, bro. Loki, if he was at church, he'd probably catch a fade with the Pope.
bro. Like the fucking lady the girl at your church. You caught a fade
Oh,
with her,
yeah,
remember?
they caught her faded. But that was girl on girl, though. I'm talking about, like, he would be attacking, like, the highest hierarchy of, like, the church at
Guy on guy.
the time.
That's-
he might have to fucking see Jesus that day.
Yeah, you know what fade I want to see?
Which one?
Aaron the Plumber versus Ashton Hall.
Oh, that'll be fun. bro. Ashton Hall.
Ashton Hall. I don't know. That one I don't know who wins. A gangster versus a faker. Who wins?
I roll with Aaron the Plumber. He seems more genuine.
Right?
Way more genuine
Yeah.
than somebody that's leaping and is in the air for 4 minutes.
And he swears he was on the air for 4 minutes. He's built like fucking.
Bro, low-key, some of the
Something.
people, the way that they broke down his routine, they're like, bro, that fool is doing 6 hours of tomfoolery.
Bro, but it became a meme.
Yeah.
But he added $1 billion in valuation to Primo brand, the company that owns that Sarah Garden, whatever.
water?
The blue water. It looks
Mhm.
good as fuck. It looks like a
Like Vos?
like what?
Like Vos?
What is
Vos water? Like the one that comes in
Oh,
glass?
no, yeah, but
Voss?
like
What the fuck the shit
high-end
whatever
Voss.
pronounce?
Oh, you remember when Voss came out? It's regular water, but it was fucking packaged in the cylinder.
Glass? It was
Yeah,
glass.
and it was like super fancy, and they sell it at Dollar Tree now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think
I
I've
haven't seen it in a while, bro, honestly. But going back to that, like, if I go back to the start of... Okay, so first of all, bro, to begin with, lifestyle content creators, influencers, they don't influence me to do shit, honestly. That's definitely has to be the most cringiest, like, type of content ever.
The lifestyle,
The lifestyle,
the life coaches.
anything lifestyle, life coaches is cringy as fuck. Also because I think that that's just borderline predatorial. And I mean that because of the fact that,
What the fuck?
like, a lot of those guys, a lot of those people, they're
Oh,
pushing,
yeah.
like, a money thing. Money.
Yeah,
Like, even
yeah.
in his video, oh, you need to make 10,000 now. You get me? So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get it, right? Like, it's some type of marketing, but it's also kind of, like, predatorial just because we're in a day and age where a lot of people are struggling financially. You get me? And that's kind of like a good way to, like, sucker and, like, bring people in, right? So, first of all, I'm not really a big fan of it, and I think that it's cringe. I mean, as you guys could tell with all the memes, I mean, people are laughing at at the whole thing, right? So I think it's super cringy. I think that the lifestyle influencers are probably like the worst kind. Second of all, like, in all honesty, like, I think it goes back to even, like, similarly, like, to music, where it's like a lot of people, they're not really caring so much about the idea anymore, but more of the fact that, like, it's cringe and it sucks. Because, for example, like, a lot of music, like, yeah, like, it'll make, like, the billboards, but because it becomes a trend, or because people use it as a form to create some type of funny video, so that's why they get so many playbacks.
yeah.
You get me? So it's like, it's kind of hard to, like, really give him full merit for him to actually, like, making some of those sales, like, you know, without me sounding like a fucking hater. But a lot of it is also because of the people making fun of him, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
honestly, the only reason why I found out about him is because I saw it off of somebody, like, clowning his shit. You get me?
Yeah,
Like, and I
yeah.
seen, like, some funny ass ones. You get me? I seen, like, some chubby ass dude waking up. He gets, like,
yeah,
fucking, like, shitty ass food, or like a concha. and
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah.
a fucking KFC chicken.
He has
or
duct
shit.
tape and shit like that.
So it's like a lot of that. It's kind of like hard to give him, like, full, like, praise or merit because of the fact that it was actually the other people, like, kind of clowning him.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of also got him the views. You get me?
And him, the good thing, see, I also agree. Life coaches are very cringy and
That's
they
the
they
worst.
suck.
That's the worst one.
There's one in particular that's bad, but Ashton Hall, he now is on the he's in on the bit. because there's a video of him saying, "Yeah, bro, I was literally for so now he's part of the joke.
Yeah.
So he's cool like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because some people take that and view all the meme as hate and go against it, but he's going with it.
Yeah.
Which shows he's a bigger person.
Yeah.
There's one dude who he treats it like a boot camp. A bunch of dudes pay $1,000 for like a camping trip basically, and then they're like, they're for sure like you don't have a 6-pack.
Oh, the bald guy, right?
The bald guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a 6-pack? And then they're like, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm here for, because I'm a piece of shit. And like, you're a piece of fucking shit. Your mom hates you. You're never gonna be shit. But he's a drill sergeant. He pretends to be a drill sergeant, and he's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna break you, and I'll make you a man. He's the worst.
Yeah. No, but believe it or not, fool, I've known a group of people personally. I'm not even gonna. I'll probably name them after the podcast. I'll tell you, and I'll actually show you these. So they're a bunch of people. Well, they're a bunch of dudes, bro.
I know
mostly
them?
cell dudes.
I know them.
No, you don't know them. Bro. So they're a group of cell dudes that will same thing like you, bro. Like you mentioned, like they'll sell you like a course.
Yeah.
I think it's somewhere upwards of like a ridiculous price, bro. Like 15,000, some shit like that, just to enter the course.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a boot camp, bro. It's like, and then some people in the comments like, bro, like this is a scam. Might as well just fucking join the military. And it's true, bro. Like join the fucking military. And then not only that, bro, like you don't have to pay, and they pay you.
Yeah, you get benefits.
And at the same bullshit that they're putting you through, like the whole ice water, swim, run. It's all fucking bullshit that you'll find in the military, bro. So it's like, bro, like some of these people are ridiculous. And even if you didn't really want to pay for like a $15,000 program to put you through the bullshit, just find a fucking coach, bro. Like a fucking strength and conditioning coach will put you through something just as bad. Maybe not like with them like screaming in your fucking face, but they'll put you through like a workout program. That's what exactly it is that you're looking for. You get me?
The guy Wes Watson, he does that. He does packages, and then some other dude who's I guess I don't know who he is, but I guess he's an influencer. He was like curious to see like, hey, what's up, Wes? I'm interested in your courses. Yeah. What are the options? Like, oh, well, the introduction one is $1,000 a month. Then you can upgrade to a $3,000 one, and then a $15,000 one a month, where you spend dinner with me. I fly you out to Miami, and I teach you how to be a fucking millionaire. And how you become a millionaire is you fucking sell courses. Yeah. It's a pyramid scheme. Yeah, it is. You have to sell courses to other people for you to make money.
Yeah, that's why like a lot of people don't realize, food, like especially with those lifestyle coaches, they'd be like, oh yeah, let me see how, I'll show you guys exactly how to make this amount of money. But it's like, bro, like they're making the money through the courses. Yeah. And low-key people don't realize that the course is like the actual, like as you mentioned, that's the scheme. That's the catch. You get me? And then they'll teach you some bullshit, bro.
Drop shipping, probably. Yeah, drop shipping, like Forex. Bro, the Forex ones were fucking crazy in 2020. Because everybody was broke and sad. Yeah. So... And this happened a lot with black people. I don't know why. I guess in the South or something.
Probably desperate times, desperate measures.
Probably. Right? But all the clips, there's a page on TikTok that I follow that's called cap/USD. And it's all like highlights of like, they would rent out a studio, or not a studio, but like a penthouse. And like, it would be like 100 of them in a penthouse. And they all like rent out an Airbnb. And then they're like, bro, while I'm asleep, I'm making money. And they show like the profits, like 30 cents or whatever. And this 30 cents will eventually become $30,000. That type of stuff. Because Forex is legit way to make money. Yeah. But these guys...
But it probably takes some time, no?
Yeah, it's a career. Yeah,
exactly.
It's not, you're not learning in a course, and you pay $350, $400.
So you could get rich in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's basically what it was. And then and then they'll show a video of them like in the morning, because they had like a sleepover in this penthouse. Like in the morning, they'll be like, "Oh, show me your profit loss," and then they'll put up their Forex account on their phone. I'm up $2, but remember, in a couple months, that $2 it's gonna be 200K. And so like that Forex one was another version of this. Same, but in this like this idea of, oh, I'm gonna save your life is in everything, because fitness creators they'll sell you bullshit too. Forex people sell you bullshit. These life coaches sell you bullshit. Bro, some of them are like, bro, I never cook. I only eat Uber Eats. And I wear a Rolex to the gym because I only have 1 hour. Time is money. Poor people get paid by the time or something like that, and rich people buy time or something stupid. Like, that's why I wear a Rolex.
No, but bro, like, how do people have like the courage to say that and sell it to people? For like me, for like, I feel bad, like, if I have to bullshit something. You get me? Like, especially, I don't feel comfortable because of the fact that I don't really have it. But it's crazy for how people get, like, they get so, like, because a lot of these people, they're not fucking rich, bro. Let's be honest.
Nah.
A lot of these fucking, like, lifestyle coaches and lifestyle creators, they're not rich, bro. But the way that they kind of, like, sell it to you, like, oh, yeah, like you mentioned, bro, in a span of, like, 2 weeks, bro, 100K, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, honestly, like, how could you say that, bro? It's like, bro, I struggle to make $100.
Confidence, ego. So people have no empathy and they know they're scamming and they're good at marketing. It's like, fuck it, I don't care. Or there's some people that would. So some people will convince themselves, like, if they sell a program and they teach you, like, because Top G University, they'll teach you how to, like, drop ship or something or trade or something. They'll teach you something. And I think it's the same model as Planet Fitness. They pay a monthly thing, but they don't utilize it. So they stay here and they're not going to leave into the rich. That's the end goal. Yeah. So Top G or like these people that sell courses with Watson and all those guys, well, I think ideally they're like, okay, I'm teaching them something. I'm teaching them drop shipping, whatever. My conscience is clear because I'm providing a service, whatever it is, drop shipping, trading. And it's their fault if they don't fucking put the effort into it. But they're gonna keep paying the monthly $3,000. And if you're paying I don't think they're paying $3,000 a month. 'Cause that's a lot of money. And if you're making $3,000 a month, you can invest that somewhere else. Or I don't know. People making $3,000 a month probably will try to invest it into a course. So maybe it's possible. But there's some courses that are like a couple $100 a month. They could more affordable. Yeah. I think they'll stay in those courses for a year, and that year they milk that guy because. And I think that the conscience is clear because they're teaching you something, but it's like not.
But it's wild that those courses are like the courses that bullshit you. But if you were to market it, realistically, like for example, like let's just say, I was rich off Forex, right? And I gave you a program that I'll tell you, hey, I'll teach you how to be rich, but it might take you 20 years. You get me?
That's not attractive.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Like most people will be like, what the fuck? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like 20 years, like, I need that shit like tomorrow. You get me?
Yeah. You get desperate.
So, yeah. So I mean, I understand it in terms of marketing, but at the same time, it's like the old saying goes in Spanish, it's like lo barato cuesta caro, you get me? Meaning, like, in the long run, you get me? Like, for example, like, if you imagine food, like, you're paying $3,000 every month, and this guy's gonna teach you for a year. And let's just say, like, the whole course that this other guy's selling you for, that you're gonna be rich in 20 years, but it's only a one payment plan of $3,000. Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's like in the long run, or how does it go in English? The things that are
the cheap one will eventually give out the most, and the expensive one now is gonna. Basically, you're gonna make sure.
Yeah, exactly. Something along those lines, right? Like, so basically, like, like lo barato cuesta caro. Like the cheap shit is expensive. You know what I mean? Because it's like at the end of the day, like, and it goes for everything too. Like, even if you have a business, bro, and like, let's just say, I mean, that's why, like, a lot of times, like, my dad always kind of talked about, like, how you want to buy, or at least, maybe have a payment plan of getting, like, new equipment. Because if not, like, you're always gonna be constantly buying, like, equipment if you have, like, some sort of business. You get me? Because in the long run, it's like, why not just pay for something that's going to last you for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then keep on paying something for the same exact shit every 3 months.
Yeah. And I'm talking a lot of shit about these programs, but I fell for that shit too a couple years ago. I got scammed, remember the whole deal with the cars? Oh yeah. That was another get rich quick thing, and I lost like $7,000.
That was smart. It's just the people that were in charge of that are really, really stupid.
And then the red flags were obvious, but my mind was thinking of that easy cash. And it was cash too, like
and then at the same time, it was like a time where like everything was pretty much shut down, right?
It was already like 2023. Oh, yeah? It was like 3 years. COVID ended like 2022, and 2023 we're straight chilling, but I guess the effects of 2020 maybe, but like that like lifestyle, and then we had the plan was we're supposed to buy a bunch of cars and rent them out, but they're nice cars, expensive cars that we shouldn't have been buying, and this person that scammed us, he's another like one of these lifestyle guys who like, bro, yeah, dude, look at I live with so and so.
I'm in Miami.
I'm traveling. And we went to his house. It was a nice house, like in
Miami.
No, it was somewhere in it's kind of a ghettoish neighborhood, but it's a nice house. And then he would like let us borrow these cars that it's so fucking fun, and that's what brainwashed us because we were in these super dope ass cars, and like fuck yeah, dude, this is gonna be ours one day. Yeah, that it was a potential. The business idea was potentially good, but the person behind it was a piece of shit, and he is forgotten. It's done, and we move forward.
Should have been like, nah. You know, talking about nah. You know what's funny? I was just thinking about this. Like, you know how there's moments where, like, you really don't want to do anything, or you really don't want to have an opinion on things, and there's always like a set of words or cues or phrases that will definitely help you get out of those situations. Like, for example, bro, like when somebody tells you, like, hey, bro, you're gonna show up to so and so, and you're like, I'll see what's up. Or like when you don't necessarily like somebody food, but your homies fuck with that person, and then they'll be like, hey, fool, what do you think about so and so? He's cool.
He's alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's alright.
yeah.
Oh yeah, like when you don't want to lie, you don't want to tell the truth, but you don't want to be a liar.
Yeah, you don't want to be a dickhead. Those are funny as fuck, bro. The favorite one, fool. Like, hey, fool, you think my girl's a good fit for me? As long as you're happy, bro.
You're happy, bro. she's funny, dude. She
as long as she's a nice person to you, bro.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Because you can't tell. You can't tell your girl. I mean, you should be able to, but you can't tell that you're homies. Especially like, it's so weird when you're first dating and like, hey, what do you think about her? And then you're like, oh man, he's been single for a while. I don't want to fuck this up for him. And you be like, oh, dude, yeah. And, yeah. How'd you meet her? And then you change the subject. Like, hey, how'd you guys meet? I was like, oh yeah, I met her on Tinder or whatever. And like, oh, that's fucking sick. And you like forget. But yeah, there's like social cues you don't want to.
Yeah, or like, hey, what do you think my baby's cute? Like, oh, look at it breathing.
Oh yeah, she has your eyes. Shit like that, huh?
That's just funny as fuck. I was thinking about that shit today because,
yeah, like
some people, they're like very blunt, and they'll just straight up be like, "Fuck no," like that shit's ugly, bro. That shit just came to mind because, I was on the bus today, and then like some dude was asking his girl, like, hey, what do you think about these shoes? I guess that fool, like, he kind of looked like a sneakerhead. And she's like, oh, those shit are ugly as fuck. Like, damn, the dude's face.
Black person?
Nah, they were Mexican. Or
black,
Hispanic.
Because black people are very blunt.
Yeah, and like, yeah, the dude like sad as fuck. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you could have just like told him, like,
damn, those are green shoes, huh?
You should probably check out a different color. I don't know, bro, but yes, that shit had me cracking up, bro.
I'm not blunt. I beat around the bush a lot. I'm not. I should be more blunt, but I like to beat around the bush.
There's sometimes where you need to be blunt, though.
Yeah, and it's tough. Like today, I got invited to watch a WNBA game.
Where? At the crypto?
I don't know. No, it's like for the future. Like to watch Caitlin Clark. I'm like, oh, I want to sit this one out. and then eventually, if you're like, oh, come on, bro, like, oh, you fucking like her. That's when you're like, oh, bro, basketball sucks. Imagine, because I told him. I'm gonna sit this one out. He was like, oh, come on, bro, don't be a bitch. And then I was like, oh, basketball's boring, so WNBA is gonna be even worse. That's when you're blunt. Once like you get attacked.
Yeah, once you get attacked, you gotta give people a reason.
Or like, oh, no, I'm a pass. Like, be nice about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there should be instances where people should understand, or I think like the social norm or the new social norm should be like saying no without giving an explanation.
Let's practice. You want to practice?
Go for it.
Hey, brother. How you doing, bro?
No.
Okay.
No, go.
Nah, fuck you.
No.
All right, see, that's how that works. Yeah, saying no sometimes, but sometimes it feels bad.
It does feel bad, bro.
Like one time, I was mad at Viejo, and then Viejo invited a bunch of us to go to break into the old prison in Lincoln Heights. I'm not sure you remember. He invited you to, I think.
Yeah, probably.
And I was mad at him for something, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna pass on this one. And then I felt bad because even that was like, that's still beating around the bush. I'm gonna pass. I didn't say anything else, and I felt bad. I still think about that. Oh, that's fucked up. But if I would have said no, just no, that would have been fucking mean.
Yeah.
To me, and like, cause I didn't want to do it because it's illegal. And I've tried to break into that prison before, and I could. It's fucked up. It's security, and you try to kick down the door, but we're not strong enough. So. But I said I'm a pass, and I felt bad.
Hey, have you ever been into the Downey Asylum?
Nah, but that was a big. When we were in high school, that was a big thing.
That was a big thing. Yeah, everybody used to be like, "Oh, if we trying to hit up the Downey Asylum."
Nah, I'm not trying to break the law anymore. Then I'll probably down then, but not anymore.
Yeah, that's $1,000 fucking ticket, bro.
That's trespassing, huh?
Yeah.
That's the fucking other cooties you get. Not the cooties. What's it called? Brujeria? I don't know.
The brujeria, that's crazy.
I don't
man.
know. I'm sure someone done brujeria in there.
Think so?
I don't know. Dude,
For sure. Somebody has probably done that shit or
yeah,
crack. Or
yeah,
crack for sure.
Oh, some crack.
Or some heroin.
So, but when you bought the house they live in now, did you guys clean it first?
Well, my dad did because fucking that shit was a bunch of like super fucked up like plants or like dead weeds. So yeah, we
Oh no, not physically clean it, like a cleanse, like a spiritual cleanse.
Oh yeah. The priest came and everything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's crazy for is that the priest came, and then I had regardless even when the priest came, like I still had like 2 or 3 instances where I had like weird fucking shit regardless. So
yeah, that's
it was just
the common thing.
Yeah, it's a common thing. Like I mean, yeah, people buy a new home, and I mean if you're Catholic, I don't know if Christians do that. I'm pretty sure they do because I mean it's all Catholics are Christians.
All Catholics are Christians, but Christians look down upon us
Yeah,
because we Catholics have like these.
they're not and they're not as strict. I think Christians are a little bit more strict with their religion. But yeah, the whole point is like the priest came, and like regardless, like things just still weird stuff still happen here and there. So it was odd. It's just like an odd instance.
Yeah, when we 2 instances when we moved. Once we had to kick out a tenant in Highland Park because he's a piece of shit. And then I guess somehow someone de Santeria, like someone we knew, and then they came over to clean it, and they had a chicken run around, and they just ran through the whole house, and they killed it. And then same thing with the house. Then when we moved to where we live now, they had a chicken run around, and then for years I would find like feathers under my bed and shit. And like, oh damn, this is fucking brujeria probably. This is probably not. God, Jesus probably doesn't approve of this. Like, oh fuck, so I had to clean that shit up, and I got so scared. But yeah, they cleaned up the house, and like it's a common thing, bro. Speaking of cleaning up the house, speaking of fucking pieces of shit, Conor McGregor's running for president. You know that?
Of Ireland?
Yeah, he's legit on the he's campaigning.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, legit.
Oh,
He's
shit.
on the I don't know if he's on the ballot, but he's like he went to Trump. They spoke. You saw that, right?
I saw that. I saw it, yeah.
And then after he's like, bro, if you walk down whatever county, you can't tell there's some more Irish people there. They're all be taken over by foreigners. Vote for me, and I'm gonna fucking bring Irish back to Ireland. I'm bringing back Irish to Ireland.
Oh, shit.
So it's like very right, conservative, anti. I don't know if it's xenophobic, but it's like anti-immigration. Basically, Trump's campaign, immigration and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've heard people talk about it, and I don't know anything about politics, especially not Irish politics. But like, they're like, he has no chance to win. But there's a movement of like a lot of Muslims are going in there, and they're not happy. So,
I mean, the same thing has kind of been happening in England as well.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, a lot of like, Muslim people, or like people from like India,
yeah,
also go in there, and a lot of like the British people also like they have a bit of a problem with that as well. You know, I mean, same thing like in France with the Africans, and the same thing with Spain and the Moroccans. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like that's kind of like a.
But the Spanish are fucking more weary, probably more. That's why they're racist, because the Spanish were conquered by the Muslims, by the Moors, like for 500 years. Like, I'm assuming like right before they took over America. So I think around that time, that's when they were getting a bunch of power. And like, fuck it, we just gained freedom from these Muslims. Let's take this shit from the fucking Indians, the Native Americans, because they're in a slave. So that's why. And also, there's like a because they're so close to Morocco. Morocco's a Muslim country.
Some people swim there.
Yeah, yeah. And so like the Spanish really racist. they're really racist because they have I guess they have a reason because they were enslaved, I guess, by the Muslims. I don't know. And then they did the exact same shit to fucking and they created us. we were literally a creation of the Spanish raping fucking Guadalupes and Doña.
Well, I mean, they weren't really named Guadalupes. They were like.
No, they were like whatever. No, they're like Sochi.
Sochi. Sochi is fucking indigenous.
Sochi, yeah.
Yeah, I mean those, and then of course, like when they got baptized, they would be Jose Maria.
Jose Maria, Luis, and then a billion Luises, a billion Jose's, a billion fucking Marias.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that those are actually like the slave names given to fucking the Aztecs, right? And then
Yeah.
same thing, like you go to an American. I mean, people, if you watch like the original like Roots, right? Like with African American, like Africans moving to America or like being put on a ship to move to America, like
Yeah.
they would beat the name out of them, you know, be like, "What's your name?" "My name is Toby."
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Tobias Freeman.
Yeah, like they fucking would have like names set for them, and like those names that were set for them were, I would say they would be slave names. And the same thing with like a lot of like Central America, like those Jose Luises, you know, those are all fucking names given by Spanish. You get me?
Which is cool. I fuck with the Spanish. My uncle hates Spanish people for that reason. He hates them. He hates Spanish and others. You know who Thompson? You know Thompson girl, right?
Yeah.
They tell you. I'm sure I told you this, but it's a funny story that he's Peruvian and half white. He's Latino, and I think on his white side they had like a family reunion, and then they had like a the track back to the genes, like a geno
Like,
test or whatever. 23andMe. Oh, they're going bankrupt. So all your information is probably gonna sell that shit to cover up the fucking. So all your genetic code is gonna be sold to fucking India and China. Yeah, but
there's gonna be a fucking copy of you.
Yeah,
on
China.
the other side. Yeah.
Fucking the CRISPR twins. They had like somebody break like do like not even like a history breakdown. So it's not even like a gene thing. A history breakdown of the Segura family, and then they're like, oh yeah, so and so was a doctor, so and so was this and that, and then the earliest member of the Segura family was like, oh yeah, Jonah, whatever. Jonah and his 20 slaves lived on this property in Lima, Peru, or America. I don't know where they lived, but they were like, bro, what the fuck? Our great grandfather was a slave owner, like, and there was like a shock because everybody at that family reunion had no idea that they came from slave owners, and they're like, wow, this ruined the whole fucking thing. Like,
They ruined the whole mood.
my great grandpa was a fucking cool person. He fought in war, and
So did George Washington.
so did
A lot of the founding fathers, they had slaves too.
yeah, they all had slaves. I mean, it was normal then. It's okay. Nah, it's fucked up. But would you own a slave?
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think
you would be the slave.
Owning a slave is the same thing as the creative content creators, the lifestyle creators. They be on some bullshit.
Imagine the slave owners fucking trying to fucking coach these guys to fucking
how to get a Rolex.
How to be a better slave. Bro,
they wake up
bro,
and shit.
You know,
they put them in water.
Ashton's like, bro, you pick 10 trees of cotton this month. Next month, I want 20.
That's crazy.
That's the motivation. That would be a funny show. Like the motivation of fucking slave. Nah, it was
Fool, you know what's funny as hell? There was actually this story that this dude tells that he was black. Fool. He was telling a story when he was younger.
Yeah.
How they took him to a field trip. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
Yeah.
You seen that one where they took him to a field trip and stuff, and they were like, they gave those guys buckets or like baskets, so they would pick out flowers or pick out basically fruit from like the garden, but it was nothing but cotton.
Yeah, nothing but cotton.
And then his mom comes to the office and tells him like, hey bro, like you guys got all these kids picking cotton and stuff like that. It's racist as hell.
But then the cotton had to be returned to the factory.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't get to keep it.
Yeah.
So they picked it and it was just free labor.
Have you seen the KSI one too?
KSI. No.
They told him, hey, like close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Put your hand up.
Put your hand up.
Turn it over.
Turn it over.
What did you say? Extend your arm.
Extend it.
Grab it, like close it as a fist, bring it back to you. That's you picking cotton. Have you seen that one?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
That shit is funny. And that was all like, fuck. KSI, he just be cracking up, bro.
Bro, that's that set of people. This one,
Simon?
Harry. You know Harry, the autistic one. He's fucking funny.
I don't know my name. I just know the the clique.
He's fucking he's autistic and funny. He's racist, but
the Sideman.
Yeah, he pulled out. He was supposed to fight Dylan Dennis, huh?
Dylan Dennis, huh?
Yeah, and he pulled out because he's sick, like a little bitch.
Isn't Dylan Dennis supposed to be fighting somebody too?
Tony Ferguson.
Oh, Tony Ferguson.
Bro, GFL just look at the roster, look at the CTE roster, and just like, hey, you, because it's like Tony Ferguson's fighting Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
Then you have I think JDS Junior Santos is fighting Verdun or
Bro.
Noguera.
Oh, shit.
It's like CT. Chris Weidman's fighting another CT.
Chris Weidman? I thought he was fully retired
Yeah,
already.
he retired, and because GFL, I'm pretty sure GFL offered him a fucking shit ton of money.
Yeah, probably.
They poached a ton of fucking retired, mentally disabled
Veterans.
GFL, event roster. Look up the roster. But I mean, they're interesting fights. Oh, here we go. Frank Mir. So in LA. Oh, I guess it's teams.
Oh, shit.
So LA team. Frank Mir is fighting Andrzejowski. Two fucking bro.
Damn.
These two were fucking champions of the UFC like 2005, 2006.
20 years ago.
Rashad Evans is fighting somebody. Uriah Hall's fighting somebody.
Is Rampage on there?
No. Supposedly.
Oh, Rampage is fighting Rashad Evans, right?
Is he?
2 or 3?
Are they fighting?
Yeah, they're fighting, I believe. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then Cain Velasquez got sent to jail 5 years.
Oh yeah. Cain Velasquez, since they're gonna include the time served, he'll be out in a year.
Hopefully.
Because he already has like 1,200 days credit. So in a year he'd be good. He's good for next year. And this one, Sage Norca is fighting Tony Ferguson, but I think they updated it and Dylan Dennis is fighting.
Yeah.
That's more fair. I think Sage
More
Norca
fair.
is probably like 27,
Yeah, he was already
28.
Yeah.
He will beat the shit out of Tony Ferguson. now Tony Ferguson was fucking and then remember Cynthia Cavillo?
Yeah. She was in
Team Alpha Male?
Team Alpha Male.
Yeah, she was a little baddie back then. And then Gustafson, another retired.
Alexander Gustafsson.
Gegard Mousasi is fighting Yoel Romero, I think.
Oh shit.
That's
Mousasi?
actually a good fight because Mousasi is one of those ones that got away and left the UFC in his prime, arguably. He was really, really good. And then Gustafson's fighting Ildir. And then, yeah, but there's a bunch of but there's one specific fucking card this is like old fights that never happened. There's one card, I'm gonna look it up on Instagram, GFL. But it's Dylan Dennis, Tony Ferguson, GFL Fight League. Come on. I want to see. We can close off on this. It's like CT sent fucking
CT Central.
yeah.
So might as well have this fucking fight in an asylum, bro.
So okay, so these are the fighters. Tony Ferguson's fighting somebody. Chris Weidman's fighting. Sergio Pettis is back.
Oh yeah.
Verdun, who's like been retired for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Henry Brow? Henry Brow was pound for pound great as well.
Yeah, he's the one that fought. He fought TJ.
TJ, he got
right?
beat. He was
135?
ass beat, but by TJ Dillashaw. He was the king for a while.
I remember that.
While Dominic Cruz was out injured, Henry Brow took over. Yoel Romero, JDS is fighting. Rashad Evans, Shogun Hua, a guy who fucking retired a long time ago. Should have been retired. T Wood's fighting Gustafson. Tyron Woodley. Oh, yeah, Tyron Woodley. Benson Henderson versus Sergio Pettis, 4 or 5, because they fought.
Nah, that was Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis, yeah, 4 or 5. Is it
Fought.
5?
They just recently fought at the karate.
Yeah,
Combat. Yeah.
And so Benson Henderson is 0-3.
Damn.
They fought twice.
They fought in Strikeforce. They fought in UFC once or twice.
They fought in WEC as the last event
Yeah,
ever,
WEC.
and then the winner of that was going to become. So they fought in the last event in WEC. The winner of that was going to be the champ at UFC in the UFC.
Then they fought in UFC.
And then they fought in UFC, so that's 2. And then they fought Curry Combat. He's going to be 4th one. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess there's marketability. They can use that fucking clip of him.
The fucking show kick.
Yeah, the show kick. Yeah, brother, it's already time. It's you can't go home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
True.
You hear the song? Closing time?
We're manifesting a studio, hopefully.
Yeah.
Soon. That way we could actually stay whenever the fuck we want, chill
That's
right
true.
here and shit. Because right here we just basically finish, wrap it up, and that's it. It'd be cool, bro, to have our own banners,
And
our
a
own
TV to fucking watch clips live.
low key, some couches, some better mics. Shit.
Yeah. Some like ambient lights. I mean, yeah, it's
Have our own little taste of like what we like in the background, posters, fucking flags.
Posters, Hooters, fucking Hooters women, we can cater. Yeah, that's it for today. This was I mean, it wasn't even short because we did the full hour.
We did the full hour basically almost. Yeah.
We
Fucking what do we have going on this week? Fucking
Beto.
the Dukes.
So last episode we said this episode was gonna be Beto, but we made a mistake because it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So Beto is for sure next week because we're recording this week with Beto.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, and Beto's episode is gonna be a bit different because we recorded 30 minutes of it like a month ago.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough to release, so we're gonna release that 30 minutes plus the hour that we recorded this week. So an hour and a half of Beto. We're gonna be wearing different shit, hopefully, because sometimes I wear the same fucking coat.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I wear like the same
Yeah.
fucking hoodies.
So
I
yeah,
wear something different, but fuck it.
Beto is next week for sure. Yeah.
That's all. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Fucking UFC this week. Fuck it. Have a good one.
Peace out.